I'm gonna be doing a timing job on this 5.4 liter. I opted for taking out the cab. Reason being, this blue line for the fuel is leaking at the back, and it just looked like a pain in the butt to change it with the cab installed. The timing job itself will probably be a whole lot easier with everything removed and out of the way. I can literally sit on the tire or the bumper and work with plenty of space. The valve covers are kind of a pain to remove with the cab installed, but I have full access to everything. Once I take the engine apart, I'll update the video and show you guys what we're looking at. I have a feeling one of the guides for the timing chain is broken because it's making a lot of noise. Unfortunately, this cab has a lot of rust. I may be just getting another cab and just making two trucks out of one. It's crazy because the driver's side has more rust than the passenger side. There's literally a hole right here. The door's got some rust, but I think it's salvageable. The frame looks very good. It's got some rust, but nothing major. Only issue I found was the bracket for the cap mount. It's destroyed. I may have to find a really large washer and weld it from the bottom so that we can install new cap mounts. Really rough shape. Lots of new parts on this one. It's got a brand new starter. It has a brand new intake, brand new coils, brand new injectors. That's probably the reason why I opted on doing this amount of work on an older truck. A lot of people will probably just scrap it, but it's the 7700 model with the 7-lug wheels. It did come equipped with CNG. It's bi-fuel. Those are the brackets for the CNG tank. I'm gonna do away with all the CNG system. I hope it doesn't turn into a wiring nightmare to make it start, because I undid absolutely everything related to the CNG. It's got the factory catalytic converter still, which is kind of rare on a vehicle of this vintage. Other than that, I'll tear this down, find everything wrong with it, and put it back together. I may be spraying the frame with some black paint just to freshen it up and make it look presentable. I'm thinking maybe I'll get rid of the bed and just install the service bed and just make it into a service truck. It being 7-lug, has the heavy duty suspension and brakes on it. It has the larger transmission. It's got a 4R100. It will be a good candidate for making a strong service truck out of it. Air conditioning was working very well. The engine, unfortunately, is not running so well. I guess I'll go through it and whatever I find will get fixed. Hopefully I don't have to mess with it too much. I'll probably do a compression test on it just to make sure that the cylinders and the valves, the rods, everything is, you know, in good shape. It took me roughly 3 or 4 hours to remove the cab, and honestly shouldn't take that long, but the rust made it challenging, along with the CNG system. It had, I mean, I'm talking about a lot of hoses and a lot of extra wiring that I had to remove. This thing probably has like 10 plugs on it. A whole bunch of wiring. I took this thing off. Bummer that the cab is in such bad shape. I did not realize it had so much rust, or I would have probably passed on it. But we'll go ahead and give this truck a chance at going down the freeway again. Alrighty.